As soon as I walked into it, I knew it was the house for us. So on the one hand, it's a privilege, it's a real privilege to live in a house like this. On the other hand, I had no idea about the disaster that was about to unfold, and has been unfolding for the last 9 years. So a mortgage broker, who I was asked to find me a mortgage, said, "I'm going to take you to Staalbankiers in Holland." He picked me up one morning in April 2007. He took me down there. Very impressive building. You walk in, it's the leather sofa treatment, it's like a sort of country club. And I met this very charming, smooth-talking banker, spoke excellent English, and I explained my situation. I said I was looking for a 50% mortgage in euros. I had no other borrowing. I was in a good financial state. And he said to me, well, borrowing 50% is not very interesting to Staalbankiers. But what would be interesting to Staalbankiers is we lend you all of the money. Now, I never heard of such a thing, 100% mortgage. And you bring your investment portfolio to us, and not only that, we can make it even more interesting for you, something only we can do. We can lend you the money in Swiss francs. It seemed like a no-brainer. And so to answer your question, what did I think of Staalbankiers? I thought they were fabulous. I thought they were fantastic people. I had joined the club. So like an idiot, I went ahead with the deal. I had discovered that Staalbankiers had not made a formal investor profile in 2007, which they were obliged to do. And I knew that because one had been made in 2010 when the investment manager changed. He walked in and he said, "Jeremy, I see we have no investor profile. We should have. Do you mind if we do it immediately?" So we did. So I knew what an investor profile was. I'd spread everything out, and as I looked through, I found this investor profile, which is 16 questions, which I immediately recognized as the one I had done, signed by me. But, very, very sneaky, clipped to the front of it was another investor profile, actually clipped together. So if you looked at the front and then you looked at the end, you saw my genuine signature. But guess what? The one at the front, it's dated, I'm assuming you can show this, the same day as the mortgage was signed. And I saw this, and it's signed by me. And not only that, but the answers are completely different. According to the one that I'd never seen before, I was a complete expert about everything. And I had a sehr aggressiv Profil. And I was completely shocked because it never occurred to me that this could not be genuine. And finally, I looked at my signature. And as soon as I looked at my signature, it's completely obvious it's not mine. And then I looked at the others. It's 3 signatures. Not my signature. Go to the end. Not my signature. Where's the one at the end? Absolutely nothing like my signature. How in this country can the public prosecutor not investigate fraud? No innocent party makes a fraud. Why would a bank risk falsifying testimony, forging 3 signatures? Why would they risk that unless they were guilty? It is a total scandal. It's a disgrace. I really feel the whole system of justice in the Netherlands should be ashamed of itself. This is wrong. I've lost more than €1 million. Would €1 million, that's a huge amount of money. Would you not feel like a victim? I grew up trusting bankers. When I was a kid, when I got my first passport, when I was 13 years old, you had to get the photograph signed by a responsible member of the community. It could be the local notary, it could be the local doctor, it could be your bank manager. Your bank manager was trustworthy. It never occurred to me not to trust the bank. The whole notion that a bank would falsify testimony to defend itself from litigation, it's an alien concept, and yet it's a real one in the Netherlands. Why?